Rivian, the US EV auto manufacturer, really struggling at the moment. Share price down 75% from its not so long ago IPO days, and struggling with supply and production issues internally. And to make matters worse, the big boys are starting to offload stock, most notably Ford dumping 8 million shares. And I'm going to have a look at the charts to see where the price might be heading next. Also have a look at some trade ideas for you to get you thinking. And to compound matters for Rivian further, it's earnings day on Wednesday. So not looking great, but is there any light at the end of the tunnel? I'm going to have a look at the charts to find out. So let's get on with the analysis. Well, you don't need much technical analysis experience to decipher this weekly line chart for Rivian. It's all one way. I actually said it was down 75%. It's actually down 78% since it IPO'd late last year. All-time lows at the moment, one-way street, and you can see that little purple square down there. That's earnings on Wednesday. There's not much really to say about it than pretty bearish. If by chance you are bullish Rivian, then where could you get in the shorter term? Well, a couple of numbers for you there. 31.1, $33.5. But note the yellow box down there. Pre-market, it's going to fall another $5.50 at least. So that's going to push that further and further away. So again, not looking good. But if you're bullish, a couple of numbers for you to think about. So onto the daily Heikin Ashi chart and our signals at the bottom. All bearish, volume volatility trading around its longer term moving average, but not that impressive. Onto the price, our probability calculator there on the right, 88.4% chance of an up move from here with some shorter term targets, those light blue dashed lines, and the red dashed lines are the institutional power price zones, and they often act as support sort of areas, and we can see the price hitting them now. So if you are bullish, it could be a possibility of a turnaround in the price from here. But if you marry that into the fundamentals, it doesn't look that good at the moment. Trend down, as we're aware. Like I say, the sell signal currently from the 2-line pink box breakout set up. So all pretty gloomy there as well. For the Renko chart, I've used a $1.20 block size. See the trend down, really strong sell signal there under the 2-line pink box breakout setup, and heading to the signals below that, all bearish. And if we're talking potential price targets, then using the Fibonacci trend indicator to help us there, then the downside really is anywhere between where it is to 0 at the moment. It's not looking that great, but if things could turn a bit more positive, where could we be looking at? Then to the upside, first sort of port of call is that noise around the $60 mark. You can see a lot of noise through there, back through to January. And then above that, it's the early 80s, and then you're looking at 120 sort of area. But to get there, it's going to take some momentous shift in the fundamentals, I think, to push it up there. So Renko also looking very bearish. So jumping into my first trade broker options play scenario builder here, then I've got some trade ideas for you. On the left hand side, a call spread if we're feeling a bit more bullish. I've got a hypothetical $5,000 in the account here. This trade will cost you $284. It's the 30-41 calls. And like I said, if we mess around with the simulator price to see potential returns, if the price can get up to, mid 40s, 287% return, very nice, $816. If you think the price is still coming off, then we've got you buying the puts in the middle there, 31 strike Junes, and it's going to cost you $1,190. But again, if the price goes down to $20, which isn't unreasonable, play around there, 82% return, $982, very nice indeed. And finally on the right hand side, Put spreads there, feeling a bit more bullish, but you want to make some income from the trade. We are selling the 24s, buying the 20s there, and like I said, if we play around with the price, remember that's a limited upside return of $186. Break even is about $23. So there you go, 3 trade ideas potentially for you for Rivian. Well, it's not very difficult to give a technical score for Rivian based on what we've looked at today so far. It's all bearish, and if you are by chance bullish, a couple of numbers for you to get in at in the top right using a 4-line break chart. In terms of targets, then obviously the upsides, you know, there's a massive amount of space there. So 4.36, 6.6 to 1. Downside more likely in terms of probabilities, 0.83 and 1.16 to 1. But overall, based purely on the technicals at the moment, a very bearish picture. So really not looking great for Rivian in terms of the technicals. We've got the earnings coming up on Wednesday, which is not going to, you know, be that great potentially, especially around the, you know, supply and production issues, and now Ford offloading, you know, its stock in Rivian. Even the fundamentals aren't looking that great. So is this the end of Rivian? Does it still have a future? Will someone come in and snap up those assets? You know, potentially it's a great vehicle, but does it have the capabilities to deliver? Well, let me know in those comments below. Let me know what you think. Love to hear from you further, and if you've liked today's video, please give us a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the subscribe and bell buttons, and all that's left for me to say is thanks for watching, good luck with the trading, and I'll see you in the next video.